Now, hello, and just a video update on what I've done so far. This week we've kind of moved away from Blender and got a lot of scripting. This is what we're basically focused on. This is our task sheet. We have it all divided up on this sheet, but basically I was to do boost pads, boost on the car, the timer, and basically rockets and turrets and tractor gun all tie in together. So now, just looking at this, we have here we go. Yuck. Just after setting up a basic scene so I can do a bit of testing, I took this is Gary's code here, just for moving around, and he has a few rotates in there. I see what they're doing, but I'm going to edit them out because I don't really need them to test this part of it. First of all, very simple. We've made a countdown timer, which is basically we can put in any time we want here up as a variable, and it will count down. And eventually it'll just print out timeout. That'll come out here, just bottom screen kind of debug mode. And shooting is probably the most complicated thing I've done this week so far anyway. Using instantiate, it's going to make a few instances of bullets, and I learned about prefabs there as well, which are handy just for making things like staircases or anything in general. So I'll just give it a run and show you what it looks like working. Just randomly threw in a skybox. It got a bit depressing without it. And there's just moving back and forth. Now pressing the spacebar will actually let it shoot off. It looks like a gigantic minstrel off into the depths of space. And you can see that here our countdown timer is just ticking away all the way down to 0. What I'm going to work on now next is probably something to increase your countdown timer. If you go over, get more speed, which will also be the boost function. I'd imagine it'll just be one variation of the other. You can see here all the instances are being created, so you can just spam that. I'm also going to work on a way of deleting them because they're going to get really messy if you just let them build up like that. And probably change the size of the bullet, considering you're not going to be able to miss if you shoot something that size, I'd say. Other than that, there's not much been going on. I'd like to get the timer actually displaying as part of a GUI. I've rendered a clock I could probably use, but it'll probably just be numbers popping up on the screen. I'll figure out how to do that in a bit. See, the timer's after stopping there, and timeout's after coming up here. That's it for a short little update. I'm going to cut this video off and I'll get back to it when I have a bit more done.